How difficult was it for you to become an agent then? Was it difficult?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah?
I'll say because, you know, and I'll say it as it is, most players won't think of this. What would happen, and I remember during my time, someone will approach you, so your household names, maybe it would have been SFX, which is, I don't know who they are now, but well, it's WMG, but the big conglomerates who are backed by, they're backed by institutional money. So if you take it, and with me, I was a rebel with a cause. That's how I'd always call myself. I was, if I was training, I'd ask a question. Why do we have to have our pre-match? You know, it's different now. You report at 1:15, 1:30, you go and have a meal in a hotel, and our pre-match meal was omelette. Chicken, steak. Think about it, 1:30, you're running around at 3 o'clock. What the fuck are you eating a steak for? You know what I mean? Like, and then I'd do my research, and I remember getting picked for England and suddenly going to play an Argentinian team or a Spanish team, and you're seeing how they prepared for
different level.
It's totally different, but we're different cultures. It's, you know, pretty much how we are now as a people and travelling to Europe, and the diet's different, you know? It's such a fucking, sorry, I just want to be myself. It's such a powerful, powerful tool. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking...
No, you know what? No, that's...
Do you want to take a break?
No,
no,
I don't. Going to be an agent, the point I wanted to make was the game's full of fucking wankers. And when you play it, the release you get, training and the discipline and the camaraderie you get with people, you can't fucking explain that. So when you want to go into it for your living, and then you get people fucking talk shit like, oh, you can't do that, and that's what kind of inspired me. Well, not kind of, it did. It made me think, why the fuck do I need to come and work with you? And you're a band fucking manager. I think Mark Wright one day came to me and said, oh, Status Quo's manager wants to start an agency. I said, unless I want to play a fucking guitar, why would I want to go and meet him? You know, like, this is how it was. So, you know, I'm back now, it's all right. No, you're playing football and suddenly I want to be a coach, I want to be, and you think, well, hang on, who's going to employ you? I went to Lloyd's Bank at Streatham High Road. I'll never fucking forget this. I just got my pension. I think it was, you could retire then at 35, you get your money in a lump sum. I think it was, fuck man, it might have been £40,000. I went, right, I've got this money. Can I put it in the bank and I want to start a business? He looked at me, well, what's your expertise? I said, football. He said, but you're not in the business. I said, well, I retired last month. I think I'm
you're fully
knowledge enough
qualified,
to try and go. But it's learning going from the playing to the business. And that's what I wanted to learn firsthand and be independent. And I said to Andy, like, I rang Ian, I was like, Ian, let's just start an agency. You know, go to RCC and Right. So we formed a company called Right, just for a piss stake. With a name. And back in the initial stages, there were only maybe 2 players. Like, remember Eric Hall, Monster Hall, always had a cigar, Jewish guy. He was from the West End time. This guy was like the monster deals. I know it sounds like a fucking cartoon character, but he was the guy that was the main guy that I'd be coming like, Tony, come and work for me. You can do a bit of running around. And honestly, I looked at him and I was like, then you woke up, Eric. Then you fucking woke up. What are you on about? Why would I come and work for you? Have you ever run out at fucking Old Trafford? You ever had an elbow in the head?
It's just
you ever had concussion? You ever been punched off the ball? You ever had your fucking kneecap nearly taken off and put behind your back? Why do I need you? Andy Gray called me after one of our parties and he said, oh, you need to meet Theo Paphitis, who's now on this Dragon Den. And everyone Well, Theo was then chairman at Millwall, and I'm a Palace ex-player and a supporter. And it's true to say there ain't a lot of love between those 2 clubs, right? So anyway, Andy Gray goes to play for Millwall and retires for injury. Rings up and says, oh, we've got to go meet Theo. Theo graded us to an accountant. We formed a company, so we had the business going. And go and get your banking. But because of Theo's support, we could then start and get ourselves out there and go and do the most important part of an agent's job, is finding the talent.
So how do you identify that talent? What is it? What's the skill set you need? What makes you want to represent that player?
Well, the first point, finding it, I don't know how I know. I guess I can bring myself back where I got a little bit emotional there, like being 8, 9, 10, dreaming of it.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. I was watching the telly and I want to be him. Yeah. And George Best was my idol. You know what I mean? Yeah. And everyone has this. I don't think that changes now. All that changes now is the athlete, because they're different names. It's Messi, it's Ronaldo, whoever it may be. So I've got that eye for that, you know. And my specific area, we didn't set out to just have black players. We just happen to be ex-players that happen to be black, and we're finding talent. So everyone thinks, oh, they'd only want blacks. Well, in my team, we want fucking blacks. It was players. Yeah, exactly. You know, I can identify with blacks because we are black, but that's what colour covers your bones. That's not my problem. That's not my problem.
It's all about football.
You know, it's my juice. The football is. I don't look at it now when I go to matches and people are getting emotional in what goes on the pitch, which I totally understand. But I don't look at how he scored the goal there. I look at that. To get to that, that's the end goal. But it's the bits going on in between. In between, yeah. I'll get there before the game to see how you warm up, and I will fucking know if you're up for it today.
So why do agents get a bad rap in the media? Why do they portray that?
Yeah, but I'd say this: 99% of agents are wankers.
Okay.
In my opinion, because they're doing it for
not for the love of the game.
Yeah, no, love of the game is fine, but you're acting for a human being and that family. Yeah. Someone created that footballer. His mum, his dad, his brothers. He's got someone behind him. So the agent comes along because he's done an exam. Yeah. And I failed that fucker twice. I got the annual holiday question wrong.
Okay.
How long do you get holiday? I said, well, we've got 4 weeks. I put it down with 6. I was like, how the fuck do you fail me on 2 weeks? Like, every other question's fine, but you failed me. But anyway, when this exam first came out, it was, let's say, 20 quid. Yeah. By the time it finished, it was 600 quid. So the FA were making, if they put that exam on every single day that God sent, you'll get 300, 400, 500 people turning up, wanting to be agents. Whether we drove a bus, delivered milk, scientist, doctor, whatever, because the game captivates everybody. You know, covers everything. Everyone's got an opinion about it. Everyone that's got a son, they want them to be footballers. That's the involvement now and the.
It's gone fully mainstream, isn't it?
Yeah, it's man. Well, you only have to go to games on a Sunday, let alone professional, and see the parents on the sideline screaming and hollering at 8, 9-year-olds playing on a pitch because they got aspirations of becoming a footballer. You know.